I talk to a lot of retro gaming people and people that like gaming in general, and some conversations I've had with them, I've always said there's no official handbook that when you create a video game, you're pretty much free to do whatever you want. And especially with this game, kind of does look like a nice golf game. But the creators behind this game of Aqua Teen Hunger Force decided to combine melee combat with a golf game. Now, I will give it the benefit of the doubt that this game is very unique in its own way. However, I don't think melee combat was the best decision with a golf game. Golf is a very slow-paced game and doesn't require a lot of skill to play these types of games. Well, maybe a little bit, but not much, and it's very, very boring at times. Now, I enjoy a good golf game like Mario Golf and some other ones like Golden Tee on the arcade, but this, I don't know. I honestly can't get the words to describe what this game is. I mean, I get that the show, which I do love and still watch from time to time when I want a good laugh and a good randomness here and there, and I understand they were trying to make something very random because, again, the show is very random. But I could say for gaming, this just doesn't work, in my opinion. And I think a lot of other people would agree with that. The start of every level, or at least most of them, we'll get to the golf cart ones in a minute because you actually do a few races here and there. But most levels, you start like any other level in a golf game. You just line up your shot, make sure the wind's in the right place, and make sure your ball doesn't go into any sand traps or water. Pretty much what you do in golf games. I don't have to explain anymore, do I? Then once you hit your ball and it lands where you think it's gonna land, then you start the melee combat, and this is where it all goes crazy. What I mean by that is that there's enemies that spawn everywhere, and you're just hitting your golf club, and sometimes you can get other weapons too, but they're just enemies that just pop all over the place. Now, it is cool you could switch between Master Shake and Frylock, and they both have their unique talents. However, that is still not going to save you from all the randomness that's happening. And after you're done hitting, or you think you're done killing all these enemies, when you go back to your ball, sometimes it's going to say that you still have to kill some enemies, or in this case, kill them all, and there will be other enemies you might have missed, or they're spawning in other places. I just want to get back to golfing so then I can hit it the next place and try to get to the green and try to get a good score. But no, the game won't let you until you kill all the enemies. And then when it's all said and done, you go right back to golfing. You just see how this just doesn't really work? These two genres just don't mix well at all. And eventually, you do get to the green. But here's the sad part. You still have to fight a boss. And here comes Carl. And oh boy, he does not look happy. Why does he not look happy? Well, I'll tell you why. It's because you stole his car in the beginning cutscene. If you actually do watch that cutscene, you do steal his car to get to the golf course. And again, once the melee combat is all said and done, you go right back to your ball where it's laying on the green, and that's where you start putting. And that's basically the game in a nutshell, and that's what all the other levels are like. Some of them don't really have boss fights though, and you have to get around some obstacles here and there when you get to the green, but some of them do have boss fights, unfortunately. But now, let's get to that stupid kart racing. It's kind of like they were trying to add like Mario Kart into the mix as well. All you really have to do with the kart racing is just follow the little rainbow guides and stuff, and don't miss any, or you have to go back and collect them. But it's not that hard. The aliens will put up a good fight here and there, and I guess that's all fine and dandy, because it does give you a good challenge, but it also can be very annoying too, and it's really not that fun. Yeah, there's boosters, and there's also like guns you can get to slow down the aliens, but that's pretty much it. It's really not that fun and actually kind of boring.
What's going through your mind?
Well, the big thing I think we all realize out here today is that this sport sucks. Big time. Golf is for losers. You want to talk about a real sport, it's called professional football.
That's pretty much all I got to review about this game because it's pretty much the repetitiveness over and over and over again. I mean, there are different levels and different environments and stuff, but the concept never really changes or anything. You just golf, do melee combat, and a few kart races here and there. I mean, that's pretty much all that happens. And occasionally, new enemies pop up here and there from the TV show. But, I mean, there's really not much else to say about this game. I will say though, if you want a good time waster or a game that doesn't make much sense and you like randomness here and there and you're a fan of the Aqua Teen Hunger Force show, then I say give this game a try on the PlayStation 2. But just don't expect much. If you were expecting more out of this game than what I'm showing, you are going to be pretty disappointed.
You know what? I was scouted in college. I could have totally gone pro.
Finish him!
Who was that guy?
That was Auto Mega Chicken. Okay. Closed in 35.
Screw it.
Fatality.
And that is a wrap on today's video. However, don't go anywhere just yet because there is still a non-commentary live streams of this game on my channel. If you would like to watch it, then please click the playlist on the left. Also, if you would like to watch the previous episode, you could do so by clicking the video on the right. Until next time, happy retro gaming, everybody!